All right, you guys, happy Thursday. Last show until I take a much needed break. And it's going to be a good one. As always, as we continue this investigation, we are definitively getting closer. So what do we recall? Well, we were told that Charlie just had healthy bones, that it was a miracle that the gun did not take his neck out and that his spine somehow stopped it. I can now officially debunk that Marvel storyline and therefore refocus our investigation on what actually happened on 9/10 because I have new information and I'm presenting it to the public today.
Candace Owens isn't holding back anymore. She's stepping straight into one of the darkest and most mysterious stories in recent times. This isn't about getting attention or making headlines. It's about her version of the truth that she believes has been hidden. While most of the media stays silent, Candace is digging deeper, asking tough questions like who really wanted Charlie gone. She claims to have private messages, emails, and notes that could change everything if proven real. To protect herself, she says she's already shared backup copies with trusted people, ensuring nothing gets erased. That move alone shows how serious and cautious she's become. According to some reports, Charlie had been acting uneasy before it all happened, almost like he knew something bad was coming.
But I went ahead this week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So if anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years.
Candace Owens says she's genuinely afraid for her safety, and this time, her fear feels real. She didn't hide it or hint at it quietly. She said it out loud for everyone to hear. Candace warned that if anything happens to her, the truth will still come out. She claims to have already shared copies of her files, texts, videos, and emails with 8 trusted people in different places, ready to release if she goes silent. That move isn't just fear. It's strategy. Online, people reacted fast. Some joked nervously. Others admitted that speaking out these days can truly be dangerous.
People that are trying to bankrupt me, trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us, to sue us. Everything that Kanye said was so real, okay? I'm now at that point where you look back and you go, man, Kanye was right. He was really saying something about what it takes to leave, to fight for custody of your own soul. Just leave me alone. Let me say what I believe and you say what you believe. Fight fair. Why do you always have to make this threat to bankrupt people?
It felt like watching a magic trick you've seen too many times. You already know what's coming before it even happens. That line from Candace hit differently. It wasn't just commentary. It sounded like a challenge and a warning all at once. People everywhere began to wonder if she was hinting at something hidden in plain sight or exposing an illusion everyone's been ignoring. When she said, "You already know where the rabbit goes before the hat even moves," the internet exploded. It felt like a secret message, not just a clever phrase. Within moments, social media was filled with theories, reactions, and shock. Candace made it clear she's serious, her information is protected, and she's not backing down.
And I want you to know that those people, if anything happens to me, they have my explicit permission to release it all, detonate it all, expose all of these people in politics and in the movement who behave like this behind the scenes. It's necessary. And I highly recommend every single person that is out there, that has a platform and is going through things and is scared, do the same. Send everything around to about 8 people that you trust. And I mean, I've ranged it. I sent it to journalists, text messages and screenshots to people ranging from Max Blumenthal to Andrew Tate. They won't know where it's coming from.
Candace Owens encouraged other creators and truth-tellers to protect their work by spreading it out, calling it a kind of digital insurance against being silenced. She said she's already shared copies of her files with several trusted people, journalists and public figures, so no one can fully trace or stop the information. 8 people hold 8 different pieces, making it impossible to shut down all at once. That's not fear, that's careful planning. She's turned what could have been weakness into protection. Now the internet isn't just watching her story. It's questioning whether this is smart self-defense or her most powerful move yet. In a world where truth can vanish overnight, Candace has made sure hers can't be erased. Some reports even claim journalist Max Blumenthal may be among those trusted to guard her files.
3 people told me off record two people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed.
He joked about how people twist words and take things out of context, but behind the humor was a serious truth. Once something hits the internet, it can be twisted, edited, and used in ways that completely change its meaning. That, he said, is why Candace keeps her files locked in encrypted safes. Not because she's scared, but because she wants control. Then everything went wild. The moment Candace confirmed her backup system was active, social media exploded. Hashtags like #CandaceFiles and #SwitchActivated took over every feed. Comment sections turned chaotic as people demanded to know who had the files and what was inside. Rumors started flying. Some claimed they'd seen leaked data, though most were fake. Reporters flooded her inbox, news outlets chased the story, and then suddenly Candace disappeared. No posts, no messages, nothing for 2 days, just silence.
He told these people, I think they're going to kill me, okay? He did not express that to me, so I am telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I am saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping...
Is Candace Owens really protecting something world-changing? Or has the fear surrounding her story become the story itself? Before everything spiraled, Charlie had quietly told close friends, I think something bad is going to happen. 3 people later confirmed hearing that same unease in his voice, the kind that makes you feel danger closing in. According to those close to him, his recent problems weren't about money anymore. They were about freedom, the right to speak, to choose his own direction, and to step away from the powerful people who once backed him. Just one day before everything fell apart, Charlie told friends he didn't feel safe. Not because of a stranger, but because of them. That one word, they, now echoes across every interview, every post, every rumor. Candace keeps using it too, repeating they like she knows exactly who she's talking about. And that has only made the internet lean in closer. If what she's hinting at turns out to be true, this could change everything we think we know. Then came the video. A short, grainy clip of Charlie sitting in a car, filmed a day before his death. He looked nervous, his voice unsteady. If something happens to me, look at the ones who switched sides, he said. That single line spread like wildfire. No one knew where the video came from, but it instantly took over social media. Commentators debated, fans rewatched every second, and critics tore it apart. Still, one question rose above the noise: who are they? As the chaos grew, Candace dropped another cryptic statement. She said parts of her evidence were already scattered online. A distributed truth that couldn't be destroyed. Then independent journalist Max Blumenthal posted that he had materials tied to her investigation and would only release them if necessary. That post set the internet on fire. Conspiracy theories flooded in. Maps appeared showing supposed data vaults, and speculation grew out of control. Mainstream media called it overblown, but even they couldn't ignore it. The official reports didn't match, files were sealed, and key footage had vanished. When Tucker Carlson finally spoke up, saying, "When journalists start activating dead man switches, something has gone deeply wrong in America," it felt like confirmation that this was bigger than anyone thought. Then Candace disappeared for 2 full days. No posts, no videos, nothing. Panic spread online. Even Elon Musk tweeted, "I hope she's safe." When she finally returned, her tone was cold but steady. "I'm fine," she said softly. "But this is bigger than me. They don't just want silence, they want obedience." Moments later, the screen went black, and the internet exploded again. Some said she looked scared. Others said she looked ready for war. But one thing was clear. This wasn't just another online story. Something real was happening, and no one could look away. Those files weren't just data anymore. They had become a symbol. To millions watching, they represented proof that no matter how powerful the system seems, there's always someone brave enough to push back. That's when a new name began circulating online: the Candace Covenant. People claimed it referred to 8 anonymous figures, each holding a copy of her encrypted files. 8 vaults, one shared mission: that once the truth is released, It can never be hidden again. At that point, it wasn't just a mystery, it was power mixed with fear. If even part of what Candace said was real, this had already gone beyond Charlie Kirk's story. It wasn't just about one man's death. It was about how far influence and silence could reach when the truth became dangerous. Then came the leak. A shaky, grainy video surfaced on X, showing Charlie sitting at a dinner table with two unknown men and a familiar donor. His voice cracked through the static. "I'm done following their script." Within minutes, the clip spread like wildfire, analyzed frame by frame, and then vanished. Every copy deleted. That disappearance only fueled the chaos. People shouted "cover up," while others claimed it was AI generated. But almost everyone agreed the timing was too precise to be random. Candace then posted a chilling message. "The clock is ticking." Minutes later, the same video reappeared elsewhere. News outlets scrambled. Fox News stayed quiet. CNN called it a hoax. But independent journalists refused to look away. Soon after, the Utah police website hosting Charlie's case went offline for maintenance. When it returned, several key files were gone. The silence was deafening. Then Candace came back online. Calm but unshaken, she said. If they thought Charlie's story ended in Utah, they were wrong. His story is only beginning. And then she added one last haunting line. One of the 8 has already made their move.